gold, one of the precious metals that have ever existed on earth. Now, gold on the charts is very volatile. This means it can make you stupid amount of money, and if you're not careful, can make you broke. But for some reason, this happens to be the most traded pair amongst traders. So I had imagined, what about if I create a strategy solely for gold, and by the end of it, try to flip an account with it? So immediately I had to open my computer in order to start crafting this amazing work of art of a strategy I was about to use to flip an account. Now really, I'm going to be building this strategy with 3 foundations. Now the first one is I need it to be able to show me the trends of the market. So if the market is in an uptrend or the market is in a downtrend, it should show me that the market is clearly in that trend. And the next thing I'm looking forward for it to help me and do is to find out support and resistance in the market. Now in the scale of trends and support and resistance, I believe support and resistance is way heavier or way more important than the trend, because support and resistance can really just create a trend. Let's say the market is moving in an uptrend and the market gets to hit a resistance. You know, the trend can really just change from there. And the last but not the least thing right here is to show me when to actually get in those trades, like the right time to really just buy or the right time to sell. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be looking at. So yeah, with my goals clearly put together, I started setting up the strategy for what I was expecting, which is basically to try to flip an account. Okay, so right here, we're going to be producing this goal strategy. We're going to be hitting everything from scratch. Now, just like how I said, we're going to be working with 3 pillars, which the first one is finding the trend of the market. The second one is finding support and resistance in the market. And the last but not the least is when to really go ahead and take this trade. That is the time for taking a trade. So I'm going to be using all of these things right now to go ahead and create this strategy. Now, by the way, I want to say this: I'm an indicator and price action trader, so I use the combination of both, and that's exactly how I'm going to be putting the strategy together. Now, since we're going to be building a strategy, we're going to be going to ChatGPT to ask it what's the best trend indicator, because obviously we're looking for the best gold strategy we can use. Now, finding the trend is going to help us know when we're going to buy or sell. So in order for us to make a profit, whenever the market is in an uptrend, we'll need to buy, and whenever the market is in a downtrend, we'll need to sell. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT right now. I already have that here. So we have ChatGPT running on the screen. So at this point, I had to ask it the biggest question that can really set us up for life. What's the best indicator to finding trends? Okay, so I've currently searched that out, and let's okay, so it's already giving us, you guys can see it, best indicator for finding trend. As you can see, it says moving averages, technical analysis. This is the best indicator to finding trends right now. Why? You can see it says here, why? Averages smooth out data fluctuation, making it easier to see the overall direction, upward, downward, or sideways of a trend. You can't argue it. Come on, the data is here. Now, as you can see, it says what is it best for, because we're trading Forex, saying stock markets, pricing, economic and indicators. So you get that whole thing. So simple moving average, exponential moving average. By the way, we're going to be using simple moving average. But by the way, you can still see some other things here: volume analysis, sentimental analysis, breakout, support and resistance level, and trend line, keyword. Moving averages is the best indicator to finding trends. Now, if somebody is arguing with you, tell them to argue with their keyboards, because there's a reason. So let's go on the charts right now. Let's go on gold so we can really double down on this. So what this means is that we're going to be using the moving averages to find trends in the market. So it's that simple, right? Now, as you can see right here, I'm really just taking my time to build up a strategy, which really takes up a process. Now, thanks to today's sponsor, Fastbow, you'll not need to actually go through the stress of trading directly if you don't want to. Now, what do I mean? They simply have this feature called copy trading. Now, this is just like when you're in an exam hall and you're literally copying the other students right next to you, but in a good way. Now, on Fastbull, you can really just select the trader that you want to follow. If you see that their result is good and it's okay, you can just tap on copy, and from here every trade is going to be automatically copied to your MT4 or MT5 account. Now also, Fastbull is going to be having a trading contest where the winners are going to be getting cash prizes. So if you want to get signed up to that and more, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. Now, as you can see right here, we are on gold charts, and we can see how gold is moving. It goes up, it comes down. There's a whole lot of movement. Now let me give you guys the moving averages on the chart without really making you know what moving averages is. But before that, let's add that in. Now if you want to add moving averages on here, what you can just do is to tap on indicators, right? Then search moving averages, and as you can see right here, it says I have this on my favorite, so moving average, finding trends, simple. So I'm gonna add that in, right? And yeah, this is how the moving averages looks like. It's this line that you're seeing right here that moves, comes up, comes up. Like, yeah, that's basically the moving average. But if you can see right here, you can see SME 9 close. Now, can I tell you what that means? So people might look at it like SME 9, SME 25. Like, now let me tell you guys. Now, what this SME 9 means that it's calculating 9 candlesticks and it's giving you the average trend. Let me use this replay feature, right? Let me see. This is where the market is. Now what it's doing right here is that it's calculating 9 candlesticks and it's giving you the average trend of 9 candlesticks. Now if I just go ahead and come to the settings part, just tap on the setting, now you can see inputs. Now even if you're on MT5, you see this, right? You would obviously see this. Now in this length, if I change this to 25, or if I change this to 40 and put like 40, it's going to be calculating 40 candlestick and it's going to give me the average trend in 40 candlesticks. So if I hit OK, you see that the moving average will change. So what it's doing right now is that it's calculating 40 candlesticks, right, and giving me the average trend of 40 candlesticks. And yeah, that's basically what this does. I want to put it like this. By the way, I've not yet explained how this works, so let me put it like this. Right now, whenever you see price above the moving averages, just as you can see right here, this means that the market is in an uptrend. Where's this brush tool? This is trying to signify that the market is in an uptrend. Whenever I see price below the moving averages, this is trying to signify that the market is in a downtrend. Price above the moving averages, uptrend. Price below the moving averages, downtrend. Now there's something I want to say. The moving average is a trend indicator. It shows you when the market is in an uptrend, the market is in a downtrend. What about in a situation where the market is in a consolidation? Now whenever the market is in a consolidation, the moving average tends to move in between price. But back to what we are doing here, let's try to analyze this whole situation. If I use a smaller moving averages, to be calculating every small move, right? If I use a bigger moving average, it's going to be calculating large pips. So yeah, I'm a day trader and I really look at the market on a day-to-day basis. What I love to do is that I love to see the market in both ways. I want to see the market in a close-up form and I want to see the market in a maximized form. The moving average we're going to be using right now is the 15 moving averages. So really, I just had to change the 40 moving average I have on to the 15 SME. This 15 moving average is going to be our close-up form of the market. Now we're going to be adding another moving average again to give us a wide view. The moving average we're going to be adding here to give us that wide view that we're looking for is the 30 moving averages. Put your hands together. Put your hands together for the 30 moving average, because I was using the 9 and 25, but I think right now it's time to really just update some things. So I had to add in the second moving average we're going to be using for this, which is nothing but the 30 SME. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to change these colors, right? So we'll come to the settings and in the style. Now this color is blue, but I'm going to change the color to be red. We're going to increase the rate at which you can see it. We're going to increase it just a little bit. This is okay, and we'll hit okay. Like this right now, we can really detect when the trend is really just happening. So moving average is going to help us find trends in the market. The next thing we're going to be going for is support and resistance. So right here, I've just typed on ChatGPT, what's the best indicator for finding support and resistance in the market? It's producing. Okay, so as you can see from what we have right here, it shows that price action is the #1 indicator for finding support and resistance, and that's exactly what we're going to be using. Now in terms of support and resistance, the way we're going to be trading it is with resistance level and support level. So immediately the market hits a particular resistance level, we're going to take it to the downside, and if market hits a support level, we're going to be taking it to the upside. So that's how we're going to be trading this. Now the next one is really just finding the perfect time to trade. And for us to do that, we're going to be using this indicator. Let me show you. Stochastics. The stochastic that we're using right here is the 1433. Now there's still other indicators that actually does this, which is like the RSI, but I prefer the stochastic because it has two forms in it. Now there's two lines in the stochastic, so it really just shows you when the market has really just caught in trend. So if the market is in a downtrend, you see that one line is above the other, and if the market is in an uptrend, you find out that one particular line is above the other. So that is particularly how I'm going to be trading it, and I'm going to be waiting for that time. We're going to be trying to flip an account with this gold system that I've really just put on. So at this point, I've really just figured out my whole strategy, and I was ready to put everything to work.
3 days later.
It seems like I've just found a very good trade on gold. So let me show you guys what I'm really looking at right here. Now, from this point in the market, you might be asking, what are we planning to do with gold, right? Let me tell you guys my plan for gold. Now, if you're checking this area right now, I'm kind of noticing that the market is in a resistance level. Let me just try to put a line. You notice that the market is currently hitting a resistance level. You can see this point where the market touched it and it dropped this level, this level, this level, this level, and this level. Now, if you look at this level in the stochastic, we could find out that the market is at the highest point of the stochastic, telling you that the market is more likely to go down at this point. But really, if you notice in this current state, you can notice that the market is trying to go back up and everything. When we see price below the moving averages, we're going to be taking this sell to the next key level in the market, which the next key level is this line right here. Now, from calculating the pip movement, this trade could give us about 1,000 pips. Now, I'm going to be trading all this with just $600, and the broker that I'm using right here is Vantage Market. So if you want to go ahead and use them, I've dropped the link in the description of this video.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so as you guys can see, the market is already hitting the resistance level that I wanted it to go, and we're already noticing some reactions at this level. And really, this is a very good sign for the potential downtrend that is about to happen. Now, a news was about to happen, which was the CPI news, which was set to happen at around 1:30 p.m. And looking at the time, it's currently 7 minutes past 1.
A few inches later.